that's a heck of a finish there. The last couple minutes, what'd you see? And have you ever seen any sequence like that before in an end of a game?
No, obviously that was lucky, and but to get those lucky bounces, you got to work hard. And I think in that little stretch in the third, we worked hard and had a lot of chances to score. We didn't score, and we get those two. So yes, we'll take them.
This was a battle of a game for this group. How do you define the way this played and the way it turned out?
Well, yeah, obviously when your power play is not going, it's kind of a battle for everyone. You don't get the momentum out of it. You don't score goals. I think we only created like a couple chances, gave up a lot, gave up a goal. So it kind of like makes the team, a bit shaky. And our 5-on-5 play just was the same thing. But then, a couple of big plays, a couple of big saves by Veggie, and game turns 180 and start playing better. So it's a mental battle. It was not a fast game, but I think guys stuck with it.
What do you like about the way you guys stuck with it, like you said, especially in the third after the tie?
Yeah, we, especially like Chelly made some great plays. He cuts the play in our zone, goes to the red line, dumps it in. Those plays are frustrating for the other team because they have to go 200 feet and break out. And especially sometimes we have forecheck on those plays. It's hard to play against. So I think we did that well. Managed the game, managed the lines, and guys stuck with it.
Just curious, you guys obviously got it done tonight, but just curious your thoughts of giving up another shorthanded goal 2 games in a row.
Yeah, that sucks.
Guenther has 9 game-winning goals, I think. What confidence do you guys have in him, even though he's 21 years old, to kind of get it done for your team?
Yeah, he's 21, but he's one of the better players in the league, and he's got an elite shot, definitely top 10 in the league, and he uses it well. So obviously we've got confidence. That's why we pass it to him, and I try to find him in the O zone and on the power play too, and he shoots 5 shots, he scores 1, so that's him.
You've raised the bar again for career high in goals. What does that mean, and what's different about this year?
I shoot more. No, I think, I don't know. It means nothing to me.
As you mentioned, the power play kind of struggled. What was the reason behind that, you think?
I think we're thinking too much. We're not playing the game, we're thinking it. And, we've struggled a little bit like last 3 games. Obviously in Van, we only had 1, but I think we're just in our head. We're going to simplify, get it on net, the usual stuff.
Cooley has 3 points in the last 3 games. Just curious, does he appear to have regained his confidence?
Yeah, I think he was our best player against Edmonton, and that says a lot. Yeah, we need him at his best, and we need everybody at their best. So, and obviously, Cools is the guy. So, I'm happy for him.
With Veggie starting his 12th consecutive game, he's nearing the top mark in the league.
Mm-hmm.
How much confidence do you have in Veggie to keep playing at a high level for you guys?
Yeah, all the confidence in the world. He's our guy. He's there when we need him. Showed tonight, and he's unbelievable. Didn't want to say it in between periods, didn't want to jinx it.
Fair enough.
Yeah, so that's why I had a stupid answer.
Can you tell us what you saw on that? It almost looked like an impossible shot for you, but obviously you get the game winner on that one. Well, the go-ahead game winner.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I guess kind of an open net, but nice play by Karts. Seam pass, and I saw him in the slot, and sometimes when you have chances that don't go in, you get greasy ones.
As far as the tone that this sets for the homestand, what kind of game? I mean, obviously every point matters, but what kind of tone does this set?
It's good. I think I don't even think we really played our best out there, but we found a way to win. So that's the main thing, and just make sure we're ready for the next one. 9th
game winner for you this year. Do you feel like you almost raise your game when it's third period and games are close? Like, where does that stat kind of come from for you?
Yeah, I think that's pretty cool. Maybe a bit of a coincidence too, like just getting lucky on some of them. But yeah, I mean, those are the time of game that you want to play in. I mean, those are the fun times. So, it's nice to be recognized.
With Carconi on that line tonight, what do you like about him with you and Barrett?
Yeah, he's super fast. We played together just before the break, and we had some success. So I think we just have to play a little bit simpler, use our speed, get it behind them a little bit more, and don't allow them to transition on us off our turnovers.
Why do you think you guys have been struggling with the power play lately?
I don't know. I think that there's kinks that you got to work out, and this happens. It's just this time of the season, the power play is important, so we got to make sure that we figure it out.
Do you like playing in these grinded out games? Or does it always need to be a blowout for you?
No, I think you learn a lot when you play in the close games. Whether you win or lose, and we want to win all the games we can. But these close ones, when we're learning how to close teams out and how to play 5-on-6 is important for us.
Coach was saying on the road trip, maybe you guys overlooked every other game other than Vancouver. How important was it to come in tonight and take the opponent for what they were?
Yeah, I think it gets a little bit of confidence back. I mean, that's a tough ending on the other one, and it's just one game. That's kind of the beauty of us is we have to play a lot, but just make sure that we got back on track, and I thought that that was a step in the right direction.
Cooley has 3 points over the last 3 games. Just curious, does it feel like he's regained his confidence?
Yeah, I mean, he's a really good player. He's going to produce a lot of points in the league for a long time. So, sometimes you don't get points for a couple of games. That's just what happens. But, he's a big part of our team down the stretch here.
Do you miss him in the second line?
Yeah, I love playing with him. I think that our all 4 lines are, like Banner's line's playing really well, and so is Stenny's. So if we can come with 4 lines and bring that wave, I think that's one of our strengths.
Everybody talks about one game at a time, but there's a lot you cannot control in this playoff push, right?
Mm-hmm. I mean, Van and St. Louis went to overtime. I mean, it's not ideal. So just focus on us, and we got to get as many points as we can.
Hi, everyone. A few things about the game. Obviously, our power play is not clicking the way we want lately. I think there's a lot of overpassing the puck or not enough battle, and I think that's the reflect of our game. I think when our battle level, we win more loose puck battles. That's where our game is at its best, and I think in the second half of the game, and especially in the third period, we won more battles. We had a good period. We're scoring chance were 8-3 in the third period for us, so I think it's all related to our level of battle. I want to as well mention the performance of Stanley's line. I think they were really, really good. I think Chelly coming back from the lineup did an outstanding job, and so is Ring on the back end who did a really good job. So that's my first thoughts on the game.
Sergachev also mentioned the power play, and he said that you needed to simplify it. What's the process of simplifying it at this point of the season?
You need to win battles. Every time there's a battle, there's a clearing, a breakaway, a scoring chance. If you don't, at the end of the day, they will be in the inside. So we need to get there and win some battles, and that breaks the play for the next one. But when you play hockey and you don't win battles, but then you cannot make any mistake. Hockey is a game of mistakes. So we need to raise our intensity on the power play, win more battles, support quicker, win loose puck, win traveling puck, those kind of thing. And we don't do it right now. We're waiting for an opportunity. I think we need to put our heart out and working boots, get in there.
9 game-winning goals for Dylan Guenther this season. How have you seen him embrace the big moments of the game throughout the year?
Yeah. I think I talked about it last week. He's a guy who wants those moments and doesn't change his game basically when you arrive in those moments. The pressure doesn't faze him, so that is good. But needs to be more than a goal scorer, and he needs to be. As a team, as a group, we need to be better than we were today in our battles.
The last couple of games, there's been a lot of odd man rushes. Do you see that as the defenseman being too eager in pinching, or what is that?
No, it's our execution with the puck. I think it's a good point you bring, but since March 1st, we're not as stingy as we used to be defensively, and we get away with murder here and there, but that won't last. So we need to tighten it up, win more battles, get on the right side of the puck on dirty puck, and those kind of things. But I think we're well aware. I think it was a huge game for us today. And we found a way to win the game. We found a way to score a big goal at key moments. Even if our special teams, which been really good for us, they were not tonight. So it is what it is. We found a way to win big games. We had traffic at the net. So that was a huge win. So now we have a different animal who's coming here on the weekend, so we'll need to be ready.
This team is still battling, still fighting, still in the race. What progress have you seen in the desire and the heart of this team as they continue to push?
Yeah, I think that is no doubt about it. I think, and for me, I think we had it all year long. And we had moments where we talk about how much pressure we're putting on ourselves and how tough it was to manage it. And so for me, all season long, we're really demanding to ourselves. We believe in ourselves, and we know we can achieve great things. And we talk about the process of a young team to live with that expectation and that pressure, and so on and so forth. So what's going on here? It's a lot of learning. It's learning on steroid, and we need to keep going and keep doing our job at that point, and stay in the hunt. And where you need to wear opponent down, and that's the way it will be. If we want to make it, it will be by 1 point. So every point is important.
What was the key to rebounding from the Edmonton loss?
I think we talked briefly about it as a team. Matter of fact, it's what happened. Let's learn from it, and we moved on. And I think in our situation, it's easier, to be honest, because the game tonight was huge. That was a really important game for us. You know the score everywhere around the league. On top of it, we didn't know that before, but we know that the team we're fighting with, they're fighting too. They want to win their game, so we need to keep getting points, and there's a lot of game left. There's a lot of hockey left, and we need to be consistent and win on a regular basis.
What did you think of the empty net goal on the delayed penalty? Have you seen that often?
As long as it happened on our side, that's great. That was perfect. No, seriously, that was a key moment, because there's a minute 12, and now they can get on the power play. It's a 1-goal game. Their power play was clicking tonight. So instead of that, now you lead by 2. And on top of it, face-off is in the middle of the ice instead to be in your zone. So that was a good timing. That's a clutch play.
This morning, Lindy Ruff told us that he was surprised to see you guys doing battle drills in practice. Is that just kind of does that speak to how the game went in Edmonton, or is that just kind of a normal thing?
I think once in a while, when we don't have enough practice time, we need to have just a little reminder of how we want to battle. But it's I know it's different, but sometimes being different is not always bad.
In a recent article written by The Athletic, fans voted Utah Hockey Club as top 10 ownership. What is something that stood out about the ownership that you've experienced and the team's experienced this year?
In reality, I'm sure it was top 3, but they just put the top 10. But seriously, it's for our experience, I think the proximity, the way we treat the player, the human values of SEG and our entire organization, it's unreal. So we're super grateful for Ryan and Ashley and the ownership group. I think that's it's an honor and privilege to play for them.
Thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Thank you.